What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy. Welcome to my review of this week's Fantasy Premier League. Now, it's another week. I think it's probably the 31st week in a row. As it's Gameweek 31 we'll be reviewing, mumbling the words there, where I've had a good week and a bad week. What do I mean by that? Well, poor captain choice. Defence all round pretty poor. However, I suppose we got away with it with other players. But we did do things well. Now, huge decision was to get Phillips in the team, as that was I was pondering between just leaving Cork there. My word, has that paid off? 3 assists. That's not that bad. I mean, look at QPR's game here. Grabs up an assist there. Austin gets 2 and scores. So in the first game, doing pretty well. This game down here, 2 assists for Phillips and a goal for Phillips. Also a goal for Austin. Means that, well, we're doing all right in the goals department and the points department, and that pretty much saved us. We're on 72 points, which is huge. And look at the league. We are 8th. We're in the top 8. We're still hunting down those Champions League spaces. I think we can still do it because there's teams right here like Thomas McCarthy. Not a bad week, but not a good week. It's a pretty average week. I think he got pretty average, and also Nick Ollie. I think top 6 and Europa League, maybe top 6. That'll do us. But we need to get top 4, which is Champions League. Yeah, pretty average week. But we got it right again. The only problems I had was maybe Ericsson and Silva could have replaced. I mean, Henderson got 7, and Hector Bellerin for some reason did well and got 7 as well. Although he got a yellow card, could have got 8. I think that's for the penalty. Didn't do too much for City. How did City score? Oh, just goal from Yaya Toure. But Silva did get a bonus point, so he must have done something right in that game. I do feel sorry for players like Silva, as it's the defence that concede. And also the fact that, they've got no real decent attack. You stick 6 men behind the ball with City, and suddenly there's no plan B. It's just do the same thing over and over again until they get a counter-attacking goal, then panic. And that will remain like that. And that is the reason why I don't have Sergio Aguero in my team, because Chelsea were like that for a few games at the start of the season. But they've got around that now, and they can pull results out of the bag. But Costa is injured. One player I do want to look at, though, if we go on to the transfers, as we're reviewing this week, is a player by the name of Christian Benteke. Now, it's like, maybe it's a risk, but 94 points at the moment. Played 2 games this week. He would have been a great choice. But you look under Sherwood, he's pulling some results out of the bag. He's pulling goals out of the bag. I did say a few episodes ago that Sherwood has got a thing for pulling, an out-of-form big target man into an in-form big target man. And that's the thing that is, credit to him, because, when he went to Spurs, when he was at Spurs, Adebayor was out of form. Adebayor had a blinding time under Tim Sherwood, playing fantastic football. Benteke having a poor time under Lambert. Lambert made his way out of the stadium for the final time. Bring in Tim Sherwood, he starts scoring. The only problem I've got is that I want Austin to stay in there, and I want Kane to stay in there. The question now is, do I risk Diego Costa for Benteke? Because it's 7.5 million. Now, admittedly, results up here does not warrant 7.5 million. Admittedly, didn't play there, didn't play here, but no, it's not good. It's not good at all, really. He got -1 points on here. What did he do wrong? Well, he got a red card, that's why. But he has pulled himself out. He has pulled his results out of the bag recently, and that is something. Look at the last 5 games. Had a poor time against Swansea. That's been about it. Every time, then that's when they haven't scored. Look at the last 6 games. Every time they've scored, Benteke's been on the score sheet. 1 against United. He got 1 against West Brom. 2 against Sunderland. 3 against QPR. And fixtures to come. You got Spurs. The only problem is you got no game week 33. I don't think I'll be risking today. I've seen how it does against Spurs. Then you got some big games. You got Man City, you got Everton, you got Southampton, you got West Ham, and you've got Burnley. That's no problem because there's a few big games in there. But you look at that. He did score, against Sunderland. It's not Sunderland, sorry. He did score against United. West Brom's a tough team to break down. Scored 3 against QPR is pretty good. Earlier on the season, he scored against Man United again. So, it's something to consider. It's definitely something to consider. And let's just hypothetically say that we are going to bring him in. There we go. We'll leave Libor Kojak as well. Feel sorry for him. I like him. Hasn't really done nothing at Villa. I'd take him at Sheffield Wednesday, just saying that. But if we put him in there, 6.3 million in the bank. That is a big amount of money. And I'm pretty sure getting rid of Henderson means we could bring in Sanchez. That midfield is points. You look at that, he did brilliant against Liverpool. He's a point getter. He hasn't done well in recent times. But, he's a point getter. He'll get you points. And he has done. There is a reason why he's up there at the top. With Hazard. But look at that, point scoring wise, we've got those 4 there. That's a fantastic midfield. And also adding in there Phillips as well, who will become a key player for me, for QPR, I think. If you're going to look at get a cheap player, Phillips is definitely the man, because you look at those points, he's 4.6 million, he's getting 9 here, 4, 5, average game, but excluding the average game, you've got 7, you've got 5, you've got 15. He's someone that can rely on. He can score, he can assist, he's great down the wings. He's a very underrated player in my eyes. Just going to throw that out there. I think he's very, very underrated. But, that leaves me 1.6 million extra as well. Nowhere more I can really look at, to be honest. I mean, I would try and upgrade from Phillips, but then you get to the rough players you don't want in your team. And the most I can think of is probably Chadley, maybe Ki Sung Young, but I can't even afford Chadley because of transfers and everything. So at the moment I'm going to keep it like that. One change I might make, looking at it, maybe, you got Costa coming back, unknown injury date now. Yesterday it was the 12th, at least 2 weeks out. I haven't lost any money on Costa, have I? What's his injury or history like? So if I were to transfer him, he's worth, well, you can have a look at here, he's worth 10.9 with transfer out for 10.9, so that should be 0.8, yeah. Well, I think, who've City got now? City have Man United, that's a big game for them. Chelsea, however, I think Chelsea's might have an extra game coming up. No, they do. Week 34, and I'm pretty sure that means Liverpool have an extra game as well. No. I'm hallucinating. I'm really hallucinating. But Chelsea have an extra game. That is a time where you need to pummel up the players like Ivanovic, like Hazard, like Fabregas, like Diego Costa, and all that sort of stuff. But at the moment, I'm not sure. Costa does need to go out. That is a thing. I'm not sure about Aguero. I think Berahino. Next up he's got Leicester, Palace. I think there's games you can get goals in that one, and also he's doing all right personally for me. He got an assist there, been a bit dry, but I think this is a game where he can bring in some goals. Saying that, I'm just going to leave it with Costa. I know I'm deliberating because unknown injury date. Jose Mourinho out of the blue, Costa could play. However, that would mean I could put my 5 midfielders in there, and that's something I'll look to do as QPR next game week. Let's see, and I have this game week off week 33 as well. But next game week, big game against Chelsea. Hopefully they can do something. So thank you guys for watching. If you'd like this video, leave a like. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and subscribe if you want to keep up to date with this series and you feel like I'm worthy. But thank you guys for watching, and peace.
Well, you know what you should be doing? You should be You know what? I'm keeping this one. You should be subscribing to Kurtyoy because he's a legend, and this took 2 takes and I still got it wrong.